guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love, and today we're gonna be making a Detroit style veggie pizza. So this is not a fathead dough. You have to try this. I'm gonna show you how easy it is, so let's get started. This crust is actually so awesome because I know you guys have seen a lot of my pizza recipes, which I will link them down below for you. They're usually made with a fathead dough, which is super good. Like if you haven't tried it, you have to try those too. But this one is very different. It's not a fathead dough crust and it's nice and fluffy. So it actually fluffs up like bread. So let's go ahead and get started on this. We have our almond flour, give it a little mix. Let's actually put in our dry ingredients first. So we have our baking powder. And then we have seasonings because you want that flavor. We have Italian seasoning, throw that in. A little salt. And the recipe is gonna be down below in the description. It's gonna take you to my website, which is lowcarblove.com, where I have all these recipes that are printable. And not only do I have this recipe, but I have exclusive recipes on there that I don't share anywhere else. So make sure you check that out. It's linked below. And then we have our garlic powder. And if you missed that, those were chili flakes. Okay, and we're gonna just give it a quick little mix. And we're gonna throw in our sour cream. Throw in sour cream. Egg whites. And mayonnaise. So now that everything's in our bowl, let's just mix it together. So this is what, let me show you the consistency of the batter. This is what it's gonna look like. And I know it seems a little wet, but trust me, once it bakes, it's gonna be perfect and it's gonna be nice and fluffy. So I do have a recipe for a focaccia bread that's very similar to this, and I will link it down below for you. But yeah, it tastes like real bread. Like the texture is so on point. So let's go ahead and get our crust cooking. So we're gonna first bake our crust. This is a 9x13, and we're gonna spray it with avocado. Just some avocado spray. Put our parchment down. The avocado is almost like the little glue. See how it just, look, it just sticks right on. It's awesome. So we're gonna do that. Now let's go ahead and pour in our crust. Pour that in. And this is gonna fluff up in the oven. So I'll show you the final product, but let's go ahead and bake it. Oh, obviously make sure that your oven is preheated at to 350 degrees. Okay, so now we're gonna spread our crust. Just try to evenly spread it. You guys can see what I'm doing here. Okay, beautiful. Okay, this is what it's gonna look like. And now we're gonna bake this for 10 minutes and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so while our crust is cooking, now let's go ahead and chop our veggies. So I have this little mandolin slicer, that's what I'm gonna use. I already have some veggies chopped here, but I'm gonna show you quickly how this works. I have a little red onion. It just makes life a little easier, that's all. Okay, put a little pepper here. Okay, so we have our red onion, we have our tomato, and then we have some olives. All right, guys, so we just got our pizza out. We just wanted to bake it enough so that the crust is sturdy enough to hold all the toppings, okay? So this looks beautiful. You could leave it like to start getting a little golden brown, but remember, we're still gonna add the toppings and then cook it again. So we don't want it to dry, you know? We're not gonna touch anything. We're actually just gonna throw everything on top. So let's go ahead and add our sauce. Okay, so now we have low sugar marinara. And I'm just gonna throw this on there. Let's see if that's enough. We might, let's see. I don't know if we need to add all of it. All right, guys, so now we've added our sauce. Looks beautiful. This is obviously not a fathead dough, but I do have a few, which I said I will link them down below We do have a deep dish, we have a thin crust, pepperoni, meat lovers, we even have a 0 carb crust. Oh my gosh, we have it all. So this one here is completely different though, so you have to try this one. Now that we have our sauce, and of course you're gonna add as much as you want. Like if you want your pizza drenched in sauce, then you drench it. We're just doing kind of like a light coat. And now we're gonna do our mozzarella. You're gonna add as much or as little as you want. And now let's go in with our toppings. We're making veggie, but you're gonna do whatever you want. If you want, you know, to add meat, add chicken, add pepperoni. Okay, so we have our spinach. Now we have our red onion. I love red onion. So we're just gonna go crazy on it. But if you don't like onion, then obviously don't even add it, because this is all optional here. Now we're gonna go in with our bell pepper. Bell pepper. What else do you add to a veggie pizza? I mean, I think this is a traditional toppings, but guys, you add what you want, okay? You're gonna add avocado. We're gonna add our olives. Okay, and then top it off with a little bit of cheese so it gets that little crustiness, you know? So we ended up cooking our crust for 20 minutes, not for 10. I had mentioned 10 minutes, but that's only if you're cooking on convection. So if you're cooking regularly, then you're just going to do 350 degrees for 20 minutes. All right guys, so this is what our veggie pizza looks like. And now we're gonna go ahead and get it back into the oven so everything gets melty and perfect. I'm gonna say about 10-15 minutes, but let's see. All right guys, so take a look at this. I finished it off with a quick broil and perfect. All right guys, so now my favorite part of this entire video, we're doing the taste test. Look at this. I mean, I've been fasting all day, so I am ready to dig in. And do you guys see that? Like, this looks like real pizza crust. Let's see. Dang, so bomb. This is really, really good. The crust tastes like bread. Guys, I hope you really enjoyed this recipe. I cannot wait for you to make it. Let me know what you think. Come back, comment down below, and give me your feedback. I love to go through your comments and just see what how you guys feel about the recipe. Did you love it? Was there like anything that you changed? And if you want a little more of me, make sure you're following me on Instagram and on TikTok, where I just share more recipe ideas and just a glimpse into my everyday life. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you on my next video. Mwah.